Alright, welcome to step 1 on diaphonization. Today we're going to be diaphonizing snake, and I'm going to put down in the description all the materials needed for the entire process. We're going to begin with step 1. So the first thing you're going to need are gloves. I'm going to use vinyl, but you're welcome to use nitrile, latex, whatever you want. And then you're just going to need jars. You're going to need 10% neutral buffered formalin. I just like to fill my jar up, but you can measure that out if that's how you like to do it. My only recommendation for this step is to not overcrowd your jar with too many specimens. Alright, go ahead and prep your workspace. And get your specimen. Here's this little guy we're going to be working with today. He's so pretty. And you're just going to want to cut along the bottom here where his stomach is. Just cut it right down there. I like to cut from the bottom so that I can remove the organs first, although it can be easier to skin the snake from cutting from the top. However, sometimes I don't cut in a straight line and I can damage his ribs that way, so just be careful when you're cutting from the top if that's what you choose. I should also mention that I got this snake as a wet specimen, so he was already preserved with formalin and alcohol, so that's why his tissue is a little more dull. Fresh snakes will not look like this. And this part is optional. I don't like to keep my specimens with their eyeballs in, so I need to pluck them out. Alright, don't forget to take all the guts out. Make sure it's nice and clean in there, not missing any. It's pretty clean. Now we can go ahead and throw them in the formalin. Goodbye! And we're going to let them sit in there for a minimum of 48 hours. Okay, now that 48 hours is up, we're going to get another jar and we're going to go ahead and quote-unquote rinse our specimen. So let's take them out and put them in the new jar. Okay, I may have started a couple other specimens off camera, so there's some ice in there too. And to rinse our specimens, we're going to use distilled water. So go ahead and fill your jar up and let it soak in there for 24 hours. After 24 hours, replace it with new distilled water for another 24 hours.